Good morning. Oh, I just dropped my phone. It is Monday morning, so I thought it's time to start a new reading vlog. And for this week, I thought I'd do something a little bit different because I have been playing Libby Chicken a little bit. So I have quite a few books that are due back on my Libby account very, very soon. So, okay, what do I have? I have A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping due in 2 days. Before the Coffee Gets Cold due in 2 days. The Spell Shop due in 3 days. Windweaver due in 6 days. First Time Caller due in 6 days. And Powerless due in 7 days. So, I don't mind so much about Before the Coffee Gets Cold. That's just, I'm not too into that, but I definitely want to read A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping, Spell Shop, Windweaver, First Time Caller, and Powerless. So I thought I would do a bit of a vlog to get me motivated to get these read. So that's what we're doing this week. We're going to be reading them in order. So we're starting off with A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu, Mandanna. I hope that's pronounced right. And yeah, I can't wait. I've seen a lot about it and it's a recent release, so looking forward to it. Okay, hello. I'm in my comfy spot on the couch. So, I've gotten to work and I haven't done any reading yet during the day just because I've been meal prepping and things like that, being a Monday morning. And so I came here, I'm like, sweet, I have some time to sit down and read. Then I realised I left my Kindle at my partner's place and I'm not back there until tomorrow, which is annoying. So I can't even help myself for the next 2 days by downloading all the books onto my Kindle and then just turning it on to flight mode. So it is really Libby Chicken right now. So I'm going to have to read A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping on my phone, on my Kindle here. But it's only 340 pages, so I'm hoping if I at least smash through a lot of it today, then it'll be fine. I feel like it's going to be a pretty easy read, so I'm going to sit here. I'm waiting for someone else to come so we can do some training together, but I don't know when that's happening, so I'm just going to sit and read. And yeah, anyway, I'm getting into it. Good morning. So it is Tuesday morning. I just had to double check that my computer was on mute. But I am currently doing reading sprints on YouTube, so I thought I would pop in and do a little update. So yesterday I read up to page 82 of A Witch's Guide for Magical Innkeeping. Definitely didn't read as much as I intended, but that is okay. I sort of got sidetracked with watching YouTube videos. But I am reading it now, and so now I'm at 44%, and I am loving it. It's such a nice cozy vibe. It's pretty chilled. It's reading very similar to Taking Fish's Nettle and Bone, but I'm enjoying the story a lot more. Like, I loved the writing in that book. I just didn't enjoy the story. Whereas this one, I'm loving the writing and the story. So yeah, if you enjoyed Taking Fish's writing, I think you'll really enjoy this one. And yeah, it's just got that cozy sort of vibe to it with like magical elements, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. And I am hoping to finish it this morning. I don't know if I'll finish it on reading sprints. It's saying I've got 3 hours and 50 minutes left just because I'm pretty tired, so my eyes are like having to reread some passages. but I will get very close to finishing it at least. And then I will be starting on with one of the other books. I haven't decided which book to read next. Like, I know what I should read in order of timing. I should read The Spell Shop next. And I do have an audiobook, so when I'm driving around, I can listen to it. But I'm just worried that these two books are going to be very, very similar. So I'm a little bit worried about that. But the Spell Shop book's saying it's only a 12-hour read. So by the time I cut that down to my reading speed, it will probably only be like 8 hours. So I don't know, we'll see. Otherwise I can read Powerless or Windweaver to break it up. It's just going to be if I can finish them in time. How long is Windweaver? Windweaver's 17, so that's maybe like 14 hours. Yeah, so it's whether or not I'll be able to finish Windweaver in between all that. Oh, I also have Mile High, which I need to read for... I am playing Libby Chicken with way too many books right now. It is ridiculous. That's due in 6 days. So maybe... maybe I'll listen to that to break it up while I'm driving around. Anyway, I'm going to get back to reading before this sprint finishes, but I just wanted to fill you in.
Reported to be the most haunted school in England.
Okay, hello. I'm sorry about the noise. I got the air fryer going because I'm prepping dinner at the moment. My partner should be home in like 25 minutes, so I try and just have dinner waiting for him. But I haven't actually read too much this afternoon since doing sprints this morning. I got quite a big chunk done. I'm now on page 200 and something of A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. So I don't know if I'll finish that tonight. It'd be nice if I finished that tonight while in bed or something like that. But I did listen to a whole chunk of Mile High by Liz Tomforde. I'm pretty sure that's who it's by, which is on my TBR for this month, so at least I'm also reading that. But it is also an audiobook that I have due back soon. So where is it? I am now at the 32% mark, so I've listened to 5 hours and 23 minutes. I've got 11 and a half to go. That's in regular speed. So for me, that would be, what, 8 hours of regular listening to. It seems like an awfully long book for a standalone, like interconnected standalone book. Like 16 plus hours, that's just very long. So I don't know what exactly is going to be happening through this. But anyway, I'm enjoying it. I'm actually really liking it. I'm liking the characters at the moment. I like how sort of confident Stevie is about certain elements in her life, but also she does have her insecurities. So I'm appreciating all that. It's nice and easy to listen to. I like the narrators and their different voices. And one thing that always trips me up is when you get the dual narration and they then have to do the male voice, for like the female narrator does the male voice and the male narrator does the female voice. If they don't do it right, it just sounds bad. But these two do it pretty well, so I'm enjoying it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna finish. I gotta cut up the chicken and start cooking the chicken. So I am listening to YouTube videos at the moment, but maybe when that's done, I got like another 10 minutes of that YouTube, I might go back to listening to my audiobook. Yeah, I just thought I'd check in because that's probably going to be the last check-in I do for the afternoon or today, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. Fun times. So you'll never guess where I'm currently sitting. It is currently Thursday. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. Sorry I didn't update you yesterday. Honestly, I didn't do that much physical reading. I listened to Mile High by Liz Tomforde and I ended up finishing that off this morning. And I really enjoyed that book more than I thought I would. I gave it a 4.5 stars. I was sobbing in parts, like it just hit me, and it was all kinds of different emotions, and I did not expect that from a contemporary romance. There were different representations in it that I thought was so well done. So like just mental health, and especially in males and in male athletes especially, I thought that was so well done. And the fact that therapy was talked about very honestly about the positives and everything, and it wasn't, you know, anything to hide or be afraid of. They were all talking about it openly, that they were going to therapy, and how much that's helped a couple of the players, as well as other things like setting boundaries with people that have negatively impacted your life, and how that can be done in a positive way, not just completely shutting people out, but the different options you have of, you know, maybe it's just for a period of time you don't talk to them, and then going to therapy, or like having other people that will support you in those decisions, and not having to feel so alone in setting those boundaries. And that if you're able to get to the point where you can talk to others about it, that they're going to be there to support you through it. So there's just a whole lot of different things that I found really relatable, that I ended up just like, when it hit me hard. And then obviously, you know, it's a romance, so they get back together at the end, but I just appreciated it. The only thing I will say is I did find it a little bit long. I feel like a book that's almost 500 pages for a contemporary romance is just a fraction too long for me. The third act breakup thing was very close to the end of the book, which I found really strange. Like, I was already 300 pages in and they hadn't broken up yet, so I found that kind of weird, which is like the stereotype for a romance, a contemporary romance, so no spoilers in that, but you know. Anyway, so I've just finished teaching for a little bit, so I have a good chunk of time free now, so I plan on finishing a Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping, because I still have not finished that. And yes, I did have to put my Kindle on airplane mode so that it will not delete on my Kindle, because yeah, that was due yesterday. So I've got that to finish, which isn't easy done. I think I've only got 100 and something pages left, so I plan on finishing in the next like 2 hours. And then I am going to start something. I actually don't remember what I'm going to start. I can't remember what's next up on my list. We'll see. But anyway, let's get some reading done. Because classes are going to start very soon, so like in the next half an hour people are going to be starting to rock up. But I finished A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. I loved the writing of this. I found it very T. Kingfisher style, except as I've mentioned before, so it's getting a bit redundant, I was more invested in this story. I also appreciate the fact that this could have been taken into a duology and sort of extended out, but it was chosen not to, just to wrap it up. And I kind of appreciate that because it meant that, like, you know, it wasn't going on for an unnecessary amount of time. And yeah, it just sort of finished, which was nice. So I overall really enjoyed it. I think at the moment I'm leaning to a 4-star. I don't think it's quite 4.5. I think it's 4-star, but I really enjoyed it. And then next I am moving on with The Spell Shop because the audiobook that I've got for this is due back tonight. So I'm going to listen to as much as I can immersively, and then I will have to continue just reading on with it. So I've kind of failed the Libby chicken a little bit. And then I got this, and then we'll see if I have time to fit the Wind Weaver in this week as well. At least this vlog is, you know, making me read a decent amount this week. I do appreciate that. I've got quite a lot of reading done. The other thing I forgot to mention was the prompts for Aurelium dropped this morning, so I did wake up at 4 AM to watch the premiere of that, and I have sort of started to organise my TBR. So I will have that video coming out soon. But yeah, anyway, I've got to get to work. Hello, it is Friday afternoon and I thought I would just quickly jump on to update you where I'm at. So I have only, I think, 2.5 hours left of Wind Weaver and I'm really enjoying it. I don't know if it's up to the same level as Diabound and Arcana Academy, like books that I've really, like, absolutely loved, but I am really enjoying it. So I don't know if it's 4.5 or 5 stars. I kind of feel like it's one that I'm going to sit on, whether or not I'm just being too critical of it and trying to compare it. But super good book, absolutely loved it, been loving listening and immersively reading it. Yeah, I cannot wait to continue it. I am going to finish it here shortly. And then the last book that I will be reading for this vlog is Powerless by Lauren Roberts, which is a book that I've been meaning to read for such a long time. And I look forward to getting into it. I don't know if I'll update between now and when I probably will. Depends what the boy's doing when he gets home, if I have a chance to update in between. But yeah, I will see you all soon. Okay, editing stuff here because I forget to wrap up these vlogs all the time, so I am once again having to do a wrap up now, and it's been like 2 weeks or a week and a half maybe. Anyway, so I had a pretty decent reading week. I had 2 4.5 stars, 1 4-star, and 1 3.5 star for what I'm pretty sure I finished within this week. So I know I definitely finished Mile High and A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. I did finish Wind Weaver within this week. I just still had a little bit to go when Friday hit, and I don't really film that much on the weekend just because I spend my time with my partner. And then Broken Bonds I gave 4 stars as well. So all in all, I'm really happy with that. I'm not a fan that I was playing Libby Chicken and that I, you know, put myself in that situation. But anyway, I had fun with my reading. It was a good time. Thank you for watching. I hope this wasn't too disjointed. I don't know with vlogs. I love doing them, but I think I just need to do them from Monday to Friday because I don't film over the weekend and then I forget to wrap up. So I'm just gonna do a thing of, from now on, if I'm doing them, this sort of Monday to Friday. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Bye!